Boss Inc. Yo, why? Because it's your show. I am Nathaniel, the host with the motherfucking most. As always, joined by Big E.
Yeah, where we keep it real raw, no cuts, no edits.
Let's get into the show.
And we back at it again with another banger.
We're going to get started off how we always do. Drink of the day.
Drink of the day.
King Cobra Premium Malt Liquor, 25 fluid ounces, $1.50, 2 for $3. It's pretty good stuff there. Let's keep it going. Another
Second
drink of the day.
drink of the day.
Pirate water. Arr, matey.
Pirate water.
Sex on the beach. 10% alcohol. Must be hard hitting. If the pirates drink it, I must try it.
This must be yours. So back to what I was saying.
Pretty good. Oh, chips of the day. Wise, Ridges, sour cream and onion, new look, same great flavor. Let's find out. Oh, drop some.
Whoopsie daisy.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Bussin'.
No weed in today?
Nah.
No weed in today. Our speaker's still not here. We still have no sounds. We don't get into the show. Predictor hat, please.
Predictor.
Thank you. Now we're ready.
Woo, 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 woo.
Episode 3, season number 2/35.
Woo.
After 4 weeks in the NFL, these are the standings in the order from one to last by standings. AFC East, Bills 3-1, Dolphins 3-1, Patriots 1-3, Jets 1-3. Now, I picked the Jets to win the division before Aaron Rodgers got hurt. That's out. So right now I have no reason after right now to say Jets, Jets.
No reason to.
No reason to after the day unless they make a dramatic improvement.
Yeah.
Patriots, I picked them to be, I think third or last. I think last, and they're no better right now. But the Dolphins and Bills are balling. Bills are first. And like I said, I picked the Jets to win the division. I said the Jets, Bills, and Dolphins could all three go to the playoffs. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. But the Bills in first, Dolphins in second. Those two teams look absolutely dangerous right now. But it's only been 4 games played. So pretty much the starters then got their preseason feel. Pretty much now you're going to get to see where the teams really are going forward. Who's good, who's for real, who's fake, who's whatever as the season progresses into week 5. AFC North, Ravens 3-1, Steelers 2-2, Browns 2-2, Bengals 1-3. I said this division can send 3 teams. I had the Ravens win the division. I had the Bengals in second. I had the Steelers in third. I had the Browns last. Right now the Bengals are in last. I 1-3. I don't think they'll stay there. The Steelers right now, they're in 2-2, second place. Who knows what's going to happen there? The Browns are 2-2, Ravens 3-1. Lamar Jackson and the crew balling as Lamar Jackson and the crew does. I'll talk about the Steelers in a little more depth in a second. The Browns, Deshaun Watson was hurt. They said he could play. It's a big deal. Did he not want to play? Was he? Hey, the doctor said he could play. He felt like he couldn't play, so he didn't play. Maybe he's back this week. We'll see what happens. The Steelers, I said I'm going to get to them in a little bit. They lost to the rookie, so you got to give the rookie a tip of the hat down there in Houston.
Woo woo.
Stroud, the quarterback of the Houston Texans, they got a big win in my opinion over the Steelers. The game shouldn't have been close in my opinion. They got out coached. The Steelers got out coached. So congratulations to the Houston Texans on that big win there. AFC South, Colts 2-2, Texans 2-2, Jaguars 2-2, Titans 2-2. Whole division is banging. Nobody's blowing each other out. Everybody's close. Colts in first. Not surprising. I had the Jaguars to be first.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's still a long way. Texans is in second. The Titans is in last place right now. Things could change. They do have the king, Derrick Henry. Tannehill gotta do a better job. Maybe he ain't the guy, but I don't think Willis is the guy either. So we'll see as that progresses. But the Colts, Richardson, and the Texans, Stroud, and the Jaguars. Who's the quarterback for the Jaguars? I gotta think of his name. Oh, Lawrence. I had a mind freeze. Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
These three quarterbacks might have something in the future. Lawrence definitely is on his way. Richardson and Stroud, they appear to be coming along faster than we thought. So this division might be more interesting than I thought it was going to be. So tip of the cap to them. Hand clap.
Woo!
To the AFC South. Moving on to the AFC West. Chiefs 3-1. Chargers 2-2. Raiders 1-3. Broncos 1-3. I thought the Broncos would be having a better year right now. I didn't have them winning the division. Of course, I had the Chiefs and the Chargers, and I think the Broncos was third or second. But I'll go back and revisit the picks towards the end, towards the halfway mark out week 8, and let you know where I'm right, where I'm wrong as far as those things go. But the Broncos, I mean, after they got their asses kicked, I mean, that was an ass kicking. And after the coach, Sean Payton, made the remarks about how bad the other coaching staff was before he got there, well, Sean Payton needed to take a good look in the mirror because that coaching job you guys did, they got your asses kicked like that. Well, that wasn't good coaching. You can't just blame Russell Wilson. I mean, he had good numbers. They put up 28 points. The defense looked way suspect to allow 70 points in the game. I mean, everybody need to be running laps, running stairs. Bring out the goddamn, you got the pad here, you got the pad here, and everybody, you lie on your back and you roll over when the whistle blow and you run and hit each other. Bring back hitting. That's missing. Another reason why there's injuries and these defenses can't tackle. And these rules got the defensive players so afraid to touch and breathe on anybody. It's making the game boring. If I hit you here, flag.
People having concussions and stuff.
Flag, hey, they get paid millions of dollars. Nobody has a gun to their head. You're not complaining when you're out living like a superstar spending all the money. Don't complain if you get a concussion. You signed up to play the goddamn game. Don't hit him here, don't hit him here, don't do this, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. It's because the owners are so afraid of a player getting hurt because your investment is now spending all that money on them. Then that's your fault for spending all that goddamn money. 100 million, 200 million. If I'm paying you that much money, I expect you to play, and I expect you to show up, and I expect you to give me 1,000% every game, every snap. Period. If I see you not doing that, out the game, back into the office. We're going to tear this contract up. It's amazing how you go hard on a contract year, or the first 2 or 3 years, then you get the contract, now you don't know how to play football anymore. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, moving right along to the NFC East. Eagles 4-0. Cowboys 3-1. Commanders 2-2. Giants 1-3. Tip of the cap to the Eagles being 4-0. Cowboys is 3-1. The Commanders is 2-2. I like the Commanders. I like the uniform. I like the W. I don't like the name of the Commanders as the team, that being the team name, the Commanders. But that W, I like that W. That W is real bulky on a helmet. I'm still mad they changed the name from the Redskins because if I owned the team that I paid millions of dollars for, I'm not changing the name for nobody. If you don't like the name, don't come to the game. You don't like the name, don't watch the game. We're going to continue to still move on with or without you in the stands, with or without you watching the game. But I'm not changing my name of none of my businesses because you don't like it. It's not like if we disrespect anybody. It's that's a black Indian. Was there never a black Indian before? I believe so. So a black Indian, maybe he was the chief. Props to the black Indian. The Redskin. Now to the Commanders. This even has same flair. Washington Redskins, Washington Commanders. It didn't even sound like it. That's hard to get used to. Magic, once again, tip of the cap to you and your group. Maybe I might change the name to something else other than the Commander, but keep the W. Moving on down the list. NFC North, Lions 3-1, Packers 2-2, Vikings 1-3, Bears 0-4. Now, I picked the Lions. I've been rolling with the Lions since last year. Lions are balling 3-1. It's still early. They're the Lions, but I got much faith in them. The Packers 2-2. I had them coming in third, I believe. And the Vikings right now, disappointment. What's happening? They're not, I guess, not sold by Kirk Cousins anymore. So I guess the rumblings have begun. Should we keep Kirk, bench Kirk, trade Kirk, whatever you want to do? It ain't just Kirk. He's still a turnover guy, but it ain't just Kirk. You didn't keep Dalvin Cook. So the running game's a little bit suffering. So that means the receivers and everybody can't do what they do best. And the defense, they're not showing up playing like game busters. So what you expect? And the Bears, there's no need to discuss them. They're 0-4. That whole coaching staff needs to go. The whole coaching staff needs to go in Chicago. Either Justin Fields can't play or the roster around him is just abysmal. Or the coaching staff just don't know what they're doing with Fields. It's one of the three. Moving right along, NFC South, the Buccaneers, 3-1. What do you know? Baker Mayfield and company balling the first 4 weeks of the season. Falcons 2-2, Saints 2-2, Panthers 0-4. Rookie quarterback, not much to say about them right now at the moment. NFC West, 49ers, tip of the cap to them, 4-0. Right now, only two teams are 4-0. That's the 49ers and the Eagles.
Woo woo.
And only two teams are 0-4. That's the Panthers and the Bears. One of those teams will eventually get off the schneid.
Sheesh.
And 49ers and the Eagles, one of them might lose, maybe late in the season. One of them might not. I would like to see somebody go undefeated and break the 72 Dolphin streak with their champagne popping. So, moving right along. Before we move along, back to the 49ers. The Seahawks are 3-1. Geno, the Bambino, as you all know last year, we was on Geno. We talked about Geno more than anybody else did on the Yo Show. I like Geno. He's balling. Rams 2-2. Cardinals 1-3. Cardinals, nothing to talk about right now. The backup quarterback, I know his name, but it forgets me right now. He used to play for the Steelers. He got a victory under his belt. I can't think of his name right now. It'll come to me later. The Rams are 2-2, trying to get their spurt back, trying to get their confidence back. Seahawks, as I stated, 3-1. But like I told y'all last year, early or late in the season, when Christian McCaffrey was traded for the 40 to the 49ers, I said right then and there, I said that was a phenomenal trade by the San Francisco 49ers to get a dynamic running back like Christian McCaffrey. And you see what he's doing right now to the first four. If he stay healthy the whole way, who knows what the San Francisco 49ers can do throughout this season. Could be big things for San Fran. Because Shanahan in that running scheme, Brock Purdy's balling. Gotta give Brock Purdy his props. He's balling. Only his second year starting. After coming in halfway last year. I don't want to say he's Joe Montana or anything. But it's something about him. He's poised in the pocket. I mean, he got that it factor. I like Brock Purdy. Tip of the cap to Brock. Now, we're going to move on down the list right here. The Pittsburgh Steelers team stats. I told you I was going to get to them in a minute. First downs, 53. Opponents, 85. It's a lopsided number. That's a real lopsided number. That's, 30-something more first downs than you have. Third down conversions. Pittsburgh, 21 out of 58. Opponents, 21 out of 54. It's not bad. Pretty much even on those two levels. But we're not converting enough third downs. We're in too many third down situations. 21 out of 58. That means a lot of 3 and outs. continue on down. 4th down, we're 1-4, punch, or 2-6. That means we're not having enough 4th and 1s, 4th and inches. And when we do, get in the goddamn eye. Weak eye, power eye. Hand it off, goal line, whatever. Anything but the goddamn shotgun on a 4th and 1. You're going to hand it off to Najee from 5 yards, 7 yards, back in the backfield. You need 1 yard. Or you going to drop back and throw the ball on one of them little screens to the wide receiver? Don't worry about it, Matt Cannon. I'm getting to you. Total offense, 1,052 yards. The opponents, 1,612 yards after 4 games. That's a 600-yard difference than we're putting up. That's not Steeler football. Steeler football is ground and pound. Throw the ball when you need to. Throw the ball downfield. Blitz the goddamn quarterback, Blitzburg. Play tough in the goddamn trenches. Always have great linebackers. I don't see these things. No ground and pound. We're not Blitzburg anymore. Get Dick LeBeau in there. Find him. Find his notes or something. Mike Tomlin, you are a defensive coach. So, I mean, get in the area defensive coordinator or something. The defense, I can't give them all the blame because they do ball on the field a lot. But there's no way the Houston Texans should have did what they did to this defense at all. Touchdowns, 5. Opponents, 10. Pittsburgh Steelers, we put up points at least 28. At least 35. 5 touchdowns. Sheesh. Kenny Pickett, 803 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions after 4 games. I'm not impressed. I don't know if Kenny Pickett can ball, if he's a baller or not. But he's not getting the opportunity to showcase that. Throwing the ball, drop back 2 steps and throw left, drop back 2 steps and throw right, wide receiver screen, bubble screen. When he does throw the ball down the field, he makes a nice play, makes a nice throw to Pickens and whoever else gets the ball, and it's a nice big game. I thought once we saw that the other week, they was going to bring that into this next game. But they didn't. Now I got to temper my expectations down again. Sheesh. Najee Harris, after 4 weeks, 210 yards on 49 carries. That's not impressive either. Either offensive line is trash, or that shotgun with him in the goddamn backfield does not work. Where's the fullback? Once again, weak eye, power eye, strong eye. Single back at least without being in the shotgun all goddamn game. Either the offensive line can't block, or if they do block, Najee Harris don't have the goddamn field vision. Or he's just not good being a shotgun running back all goddamn game. It's one of the 3. George Pickens lead the team in receptions yards, 263, with 16 catches and 1 touchdown in 4 games. Nothing against George Pickens because now I see him on dirty balls. That sound you hear is Big E. She's finding her nails in the middle of the show. What?
Gotta stay clean, guys.
Gotta stay clean, right?
Fresh.
Pickens is the number 1 receiver on the team, probably the receiver on the team. I like what I see when he gets the ball. But 16 catches in 4 games? Something's wrong with that there.
Yeah.
Minka Fitzpatrick leads the team in tackles with 22. Not a linebacker. A safety. Why does the safety have more tackles than the linebackers? That's a question for the coaching staff. T.J. Watt leads the team with 6 sacks. You want to say something?
That's horrible.
Yes.
Terrible for those guys and for the coach.
Mike Tomlin. He says after the Houston Texans loss, changes are coming. I'm expecting big things. You know what we get? We're going to practice in pads. What the hell y'all been practicing? Shorts and helmets? Y'all ain't been hitting? Y'all out there, shorts and helmet. That's it. Did y'all, last time I checked, y'all did not win a Super Bowl in the last couple of years.
They ain't practicing for real.
So what are y'all doing out there in shorts and helmets and not pads and not hitting?
Practice makes perfect.
Like y'all done won something. Now I understand you never had a losing record. You play to win the Super Bowl. You don't play not to have a losing record. You play to make the playoffs, to get in the tournament, to advance to the Super Bowl, to win the whole goddamn thing. Got that from Major League. When they was a bad baseball team and the owner bought that little poster up and they start tearing the poster off. They say only one way to get all these things off is to win the whole goddamn thing. How much you play for? You play to win the whole thing. You play for the ring. Right now, the Steelers are playing for number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You play for 7 now. The 7th ring.
2, 2, 3.
And you need to be in some goddamn pads every day.
Bruh.
Because the team is looking soft. Now, more to the changes. The depth chart. Oh, so you want to sit somebody down, start somebody else. They sign somebody, whatever. The major glare that with no change was made was to the goddamn Matt Canada. Why is Matt Canada still here? Now I gotta turn my attention to Mike Tomlin. I wasn't gonna get on him. Mike, you're the head coach. You know if it's a bad play call coming in and we're getting ready to run on a 4th and 1, overrun him, overrule it, whatever it is. Tell him we're not running that play. You gotta practice every day with this guy and this team. You see how the offense is looking? You know that's not looking like no NFL powerhouse offense. Do something. You see how the defense is looking? Do something. What's going on? Matt Canada right now is one of the worst offensive coordinators in the league. The Pittsburgh Steelers offense, I'm used to them being in at least the top 5 or 10. Never down in the 30s, in late 20s. That is not Steeler football. Moving on. Daniel Jones. Is he more important than Saquon Barkley? Last year, Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones, Barkley over 1,000. Jones got more options because Saquon Barkley is catching the ball, running the ball, putting the defense on his heels, allowing the right receiver to get open. So Daniel Jones is a little bit better than I think what he is without him. But you pay Daniel Jones all this money. You franchise tag Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is hurt. The Giants look like trash. Daniel Jones is sacked 11 times. Either the offensive line does not like Daniel Jones. Something's going on in the locker room when it comes to Daniel Jones. You see him on the sideline? You see how he looks from the sideline? It looks like he's out of there. Like he's just out of there with the sideline. Next time you want the Giants play, look at Daniel Jones' face. He's just blank. He's just like Blankman. He's just out there. Maybe they're mad he got paid that money. And they're not blocking for him. Whether it's the starters or backups. But your quarterback get hit 11 times, get sacked 11 times, something's wrong. The coaching staff needs to fix that right away.
On to the next.
On to the picks. Week 5. Bears, Commanders. Got the Commanders. Jaguars, Bills. I got the Bills. Saints, Patriots. I got the Saints. Titans, Colts, divisional game. I'm going to go with the rookie, Richardson and the Colts. Ravens, Steelers. This is probably a hard pick, divisional game, but I'm going to go with the Steelers. Because they got to show me something after that loss to Houston. And they're playing the Ravens. I'm either going to get up for that game. I'm going to pick the Steelers. Bless you. Panthers, Lions. I'm going to go with the Lions. Texans, Falcons. I'm going to go with the Texans. Giants, Dolphins. I'm going with the Dolphins. Bengals, Cardinals. I'm going with the Bengals. Eagles, Rams. I'm going with the Rams in the upset. Jets, Broncos. I'm going with the Broncos. Chiefs, Vikings, I'm going with the Chiefs. Cowboys, 49ers, I'm going with the Cowboys. Packers, Raiders, I'm going with the Packers. McCarthy, the House Speaker, is ousted in historic fashion. The first in history ever to be ousted as the Speaker. Now, McCarthy took over for Nancy Pelosi when she stepped down. Republicans never really liked him. So they ousted him over passing the bipartisan spending bill. Republicans did not like that. The Republicans, I mean, what the hell? Y'all rather the House code, y'all rather the government had shut down? Because it seemed to me the Republicans wanted the government to shut down.
Yeah, they don't give a hell.
I mean, because
They don't care about us.
if you didn't want the government to shut down, then why would you be upset with McCarthy, with the Speaker? I mean, what did he do wrong? Nothing except negotiated a deal to keep the government open.
Was he black?
No, he's not black.
No.
He's the House Speaker. Congress.
There's black people a part of Congress?
They are, but
They ain't trying to make big moves.
they do, but he got into the Speaker.
Mm.
Maybe black guy be next. But the Republicans, like I say, they were not happy at all and came after this guy. And they had him ousted. Now who's going to be the next Speaker? Probably Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Democrats done lost that seat.
Yeah.
Now they'll probably be handed a Republican. Maybe next time he comes around, the government might shut down. That means the Army ain't going to get paid. That means the VA workers ain't going to get paid. That means the mailman ain't going to get paid. Or a woman. Who else is there? Liquor stores, they're not going to get paid. Anything federal ain't going to get paid. That means if you get the food stamps, they decide they're not giving the food stamps, you ain't going to get the stamps that month. Social Security, you ain't going to get your check that month.
So people still would go to work.
Yeah,
If the government shut down, people would still go to work.
the government shut
Knowing
down.
that they're not paying them.
The government shut down. The government workers, like the mailman, he got to
Yeah.
still deliver mail. He just ain't getting paid. The VA worker,
But like they have a choice not to go to
no,
work.
we don't have a choice to go to work. You're
Yeah,
not-
you do. Every human being has a
No,
choice.
you're not. It's not like you're gonna quit your job.
No, I'm not gonna quit, but if they're not paying me, I'm not going to
Yeah,
work.
but you're not getting paid.
And if y'all trying to fire me because y'all not paying me and I'm not working, then that's cool. That's cool. I might as well quit then. Because
Well-
who about to be working for free?
Well, it's
When
happening.
I can do that on my free time and actually work for free.
Well, it's happened before, and people didn't quit.
Yeah, COVID.
No, long before COVID. Government shut down before.
I know.
So
But COVID was another example where people still went to work and they weren't even getting paid.
well, with COVID and
Good.
this is the government. So that's a lot of people who ain't gonna get paid, and they expect you to be to work.
Yeah.
Now when
That's dumb. Oh, even
Now-
doctors too, right? Not
if
nurses.
the federal, the one that work for the federal side, no, they won't get paid. But
Wait, so the one up there? The one you work at?
no, that's not federal.
So they don't have
Like
to
the-
go to work?
Yeah, that's not federal. Federal is like the VA, Veterans Affairs Hospital,
Oh.
the Army Hospital.
Oh, okay.
They won't get paid. Them doctors, they ain't gonna get paid if the government shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the government opens back up, now they probably get back pay.
Mm.
But they got, but the bill man's gonna be coming.
Well, yeah, that's what I better be getting back pay
Yeah,
if I'm
you know.
working free
But
for
you know,
free.
the bill man's gonna be still coming. Hey, rents due, mortgages
From working
due,
on my free time.
car notes due, whatever. They don't care about the government being shut down. They want to get paid.
Oh, even the car notes, just to gotta pay your car note.
You gotta still pay your bills, but you might not be able to.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
So if we're not able to pay our bills, the people that come and get our cars, or the people that we talk to pay our bills, they're not gonna be getting paid.
They might not come just right away.
No, I'm saying they're not gonna be getting paid to even take our.
Yeah, they don't work
listen
for
to us.
they
They're not
don't
gonna
work for government. Only
Oh.
government employees. So what I'm saying is, you work for the government, right? And you ain't getting paid, but mortgages due, rents due, your car notes due. You don't have the money to pay that because you ain't get paid.
Yeah.
Some people have savings, most people don't. So you're living by you waiting for your paycheck. You didn't get it. That one paycheck or two paychecks you missed, now you're behind on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So the bill collector's calling you. You trying to make a deal? Hey,
you laid on rent.
Hey, hey,
in your $5 million house that you work for the government with.
Well, I don't know about government officials that.
Well, I'm talking about the ones that do. The ones that's okay. So like the people that's like Secret
Service.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably get paid nice.
So they will get paid even if the government shut down.
Well, they protect the president, but I don't know. That's a question that I don't know. But
that's a good question.
I'm sure that well probably not.
But because I'm saying like if the government isn't paying Secret Service, then I'm darn sure.
The government's not paying the military when they shut down.
The military, they chose to fight for America, knowing good and well America don't care about them. But Secret Service,
they chose to be Secret Service.
You chose to be Secret Service and to work that close to the government, but also thinking like if in crisis like this, you will be thinking like, okay, I'm in the White House, like I'm good. You know, like everything is sort of already paid for. The car and the food is.
You might eat, but I mean still.
Yeah, but I'm saying White House, it's a little bit easier to live if they're not paying you. But the military, I'm out here with my life on the line. I can get killed any moment, blown up by a bomb. Yeah, for free.
Whatever.
For free.
I'm not getting my check this week.
Exactly.
I'm defending this country.
That's bogus.
In the military, they don't have a choice of, you know what, we go home tomorrow. You might be shipped off somewhere. You might be in a whole other country.
In the military, you can't wake up one day and be like, I want to go home. I just don't want to be here no more.
Get honorable discharge or whatever, you quit.
Oh, quit. You can't ever come back though, right?
I don't know. They don't treat you the same though.
They don't treat you the same, like, oh, this wiener.
Yeah.
This chicken.
Yeah. They got a word for you. Any more?
The rookies. No.
Okay, we're moving right along right now. I'm watching The Continental on Peacock. And A Continental from the minds of
Is Peacock free?
No.
Or you have to pay?
It's like Hulu and everything else. It's it's a million.
Because I'm watching Tubi, and Tubi's free.
Yeah, Tubi's tight.
Yeah, sort of. I don't really like it.
I like it. Tubi's tight, but The Continental is on Peacock from the minds of the people that made John Wick. Action, kicking ass, taking names, a lot of gun action. I like the plot.
I like John Wick.
I like Mel Gibson. You like John Wick?
Yeah.
All of them. I like Mel Gibson whenever he's a bad guy. But Peacock, the reason why I like The Continental on Peacock is because it's NBC, right? When you watch NBC, you need family shows, sports shows, news. Peacock, The Continental, they got sex, killing, cussing on Peacock. So what I'm realizing is all of these networks who are usually family networks, when they get their own little streaming platform, they show you they ain't family.
Yeah.
That's been all of the skies. Now we out in the open in the front with this subscription, and we gonna have all the wild shit like everybody else got going on our platform too.
So who's Peacock with?
NBC. NBC is Peacock. You know why it's called Peacock? It's the bird. You know the NBC logo. It's like it's the bird. The turkey, whatever it is. I guess a peacock. It
has to be peacock because of the.
Yeah, it's a peacock. The NBC logo. Yeah,
different colors and stuff.
Yes, all of that. The bird. Yeah. So peacock. NBC.
Why are you doing your peacock
that's
feathers like that?
That's how
you
the
have feathers.
The feathers are like bird. They're all around like this. Boom. So but shout out to Peacock with The Continental. Like The Continental. If you haven't watched it, start watching it. I'm on episode 2 and I'm already glued to it. Like it's raw. It's gangster. I like gangster movies, gangster things like that. So it's tight.
I'm watching Lovecraft Country.
Oh man, Lovecraft Country on HBO.
Oh yeah, I watch it on Tubi.
Raw.
Yeah,
you watching it on Tubi.
Yeah,
but it was on
still
HBO.
The same thing.
It's not because HBO. That was an HBO production. It's on Tubi now because it's older now.
But I'm saying it's still the same character, same flow, everything.
It's the same show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, so just because we're watching on different things, we're still talking about the same show.
Because not on HBO anymore. They allow Tubi to show it.
Broadcast it.
So I was disappointed when Lovecraft Country.
I'm only on episode 7.
No, I'm not going to tell you the episodes.
No, don't tell me.
I was disappointed when Lovecraft Country. I was looking for more seasons. That's how good.
Yeah, it was only
that's how
one
good
season.
it was.
That sucks.
Did they have 2? No, I had 2.
Oh, okay.
I think
I only seen one.
I can't remember. I think it might have 2. But yeah, I was looking for Lovecraft Country to be going hard. for a while.
Another season.
I was thoroughly into Lovecraft Country.
But the way it started off, though, you could tell it's not gonna last long. It could have been a movie, you know, like they could have fit it all in one little thing. Cause
I don't know. It to me, it could have kept going. Like Lovecraft Country, I really like.
It reminds me of the 100 a little bit.
No, nothing like the 100. Nothing like the 100.
A little bit.
Nothing.
It has the space vibe in it.
Nothing.
When they're going from different planets.
When they wasn't going from planets.
Yeah, they were. She time traveled.
That's not planets though.
I mean, not time travel. She went to a different dimension on a different Earth.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Nevertheless, Lovecraft Country. If you're watching it on Tubi, if you never saw it before, thank Big E. Y'all go watch Lovecraft Country on Tubi. It goes hard.
Yeah.
Anything else on Lovecraft Country?
No, I really like the light skinned girl, whatever her name is.
Oh, that's Jussie Smollett's sister.
Yeah. Oh, his sister.
His sister.
Whatever her name is, she's gorgeous.
Something Smollett. She is fine.
She's gorgeous.
You know what?
I've seen her playing. She's played in Tyler Perry movies. She's been real active. Is she in Sisters? I don't know.
She's not in Sisters.
Oh, you watch Sisters?
Yeah, I like Sisters, but we'll toast.
Y'all have to watch that too.
I like it. That's Tyler Perry's sister, ain't it?
Yeah.
Toast to the Lovecraft Country Smollett's sister.
Cheers.
She's fine.
Cheers to the gorgeous black women's.
And once again, Big E just told y'all to watch Sisters, and she talked about Sisters on BT. I like Sisters.
Yes, Tyler Perry's Sisters.
Any more movies or sitcoms you want to discuss?
Sitcoms.
I mean,
I watched Back to the Future for the first time ever.
Sippity Captain Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Biff.
Yeah. that was a good movie series to watch. I recommend Back to the Future, Back from the Future, whatever it's called. It's called Back to the Future. Yeah.
Back to the Future.
I remember because in the last little part, he was just like, "Are you going Back to the Future?" He was like, "No, I already did that."
Yeah, Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2, Back from the Future Part 3.
Yeah, it was very intense, and I thought they was gonna get stuck in the past and the future.
If
but
you watch Back to the Future,
it's really wrong.
If you watch Back to the Future, the flat screen TVs,
yeah,
and being able to talk and see the people on the other side of the phones, like the Jetsons had and all that.
Yeah.
Well, we got all that stuff now. We got all of that stuff now. So Back to the Future, they was on to something.
Yeah.
As well as the Jetsons was too.
Yeah.
They was on to something. They knew what was coming, and it's here.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get way more advanced as the time
I feel
goes.
like Back to the Future is like I feel like all the shows that are kind of like telling us what's happening right now, I feel like they were like a kind of a manifestation. So like they wrote it down and then it came to life. And so with Back to the Future, I feel like the whole like time travel car thing, I feel like that actually happened in real life. They just made a movie about it. And yeah,
So
I feel
you
like
think somebody went back.
Yeah, I feel like somebody actually built a time travel machine, and you know, it's kind of messed up the time. What they call it? The
time equilibrium.
Yeah, whatever the thing that you get when you go back in time or go to the future and you mess up or whatever, or you see your future stuff, your past self.
So
I feel like somebody in real life
somewhere.
I feel like somebody in real life did that, and then like now in like the 2000s or whatever, like now it's like looked as a like what's it called, the M word?
Metaphor?
No. Mythology. It's not called mythology.
Not mythology. No, it's really not. Mythology is the Greek gods.
Yeah, whatever. I don't remember the word, but
it'll come to you.
Yeah, they was trying to say it's that. I don't know where I was going with that, but
okay. Well, we might be on. I mean, because the imagination of them having just the flat screens shown in that. Even the Jetsons had flat screens and
and that show came out like a long time ago.
Yeah, and being able to talk to and see each other like we do now, and all of that, and you can see them on the TV. I can put my phone in the TV and my boss.
Oh yeah, with the video cam. Yeah, I forgot that part.
That.
That was like okay, yeah.
So
that was cool.
Those shows was on to something.
Yeah, they definitely were.
Any more shows? I'm still watching Frasier, which I did have in one of the top sitcoms of all times in the last season. Still watch Frasier and Martin every night before I go to sleep.
How to Get Away with Murder. That's a good
I
one.
never saw that one.
You never watched How to Get Away with
That's
Murder?
the black lady?
With Anna Kay or Anna whatever her name is.
Is the black lady in it?
Yeah. You gotta watch her. She's from The Woman King.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I never saw that, but it's tight.
You missing out on How to Get Away with Murder.
I'm gonna watch How to Get Away with Murder.
And it really gives you some tips of how to get away with murder.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
I thought when I first read the title How to Get Away with Murder, I thought it was just gonna be like actual crime, them really trying to get away with it, not the teacher point of view of it.
Yeah.
Like that was really cool. Like she was teaching her students how to get away with it. That was cool. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, law enforcement or something like that.
Yeah, I'm about to check it out. Yeah, more. Big E in her movie segment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I you know what? I gotta give a tip of the cap as we move forward to everybody that eats salmon and grits for breakfast. Now, I don't. And the reason why I'm bringing this up goes back to my Aunt Shirley and my Uncle Ollie. As you know, we like to have story time.
Fish and grits are good. I don't know about
this
salmon,
is salmon
though.
and grits.
Salmon.
Now, I spent a lot of time at my Aunt Shirley's house, as everybody knows. I used to go spend whole summers there, go to school there. Every other weekend I was there. And my Aunt Shirley and my Uncle Ollie knew I was coming over this weekend or this summer or the school year. They knew in advance. I would call my Aunt Shirley, my Uncle Ollie in advance, most likely on a Wednesday if it was coming for the weekend. I would call on Wednesday, Aunt Shirley, I come over this weekend. She asked Uncle Ollie would say yes. If it was summertime, I would just go over there and be there the whole summer, and we would wear our clothes 2 times in a row. Because my Aunt Shirley said she ain't washing no goddamn clothes every day, so whatever you wear today, you going to wear tomorrow. And my Aunt Shirley picked her clothes out for us, ironed them for us every morning, and we had to wear the outfit 2 days in a row during summer. When school time came, you wore your outfit once. She washed it, ironed it for you every morning without fail. But they knew I was coming over whenever I called. And they knew I did not like salmon and grits. But for whatever the reason, like my first nights I would be there and the next day, they had salmon and grits for breakfast.
Every day.
Yes, and they would give me a plate. And I'm sitting there like,
these guys.
What you want me to do? I mean, they know I don't like it.
Comment your favorite breakfast. Comment your favorite breakfast.
So my Aunt Shirley, I guess, decided, okay, well, we're not going to give him no salmon and grits going forward. So she made my pancakes for me. And when she made my pancakes, I mean, she made pancakes for everybody. You know, she would cut everybody's up just, you know, regular cut. When she cut mine up, they was like
squares.
Like perfect little squares. I put the fork in one. I picked the whole little pile up. But she also knew I did not like King syrup.
Oh my goodness.
Or Cairo syrup. I call these Baltimore. Yes, I call these Baltimore syrups because I never had it before till we went to Baltimore, and then they had that syrup.
Baltimore
I think it's the nastiest syrup in the world. But
Baltimore.
Then she, as time went on, she realized he's not going to eat the King syrup or the Cairo syrup. My dad keep vouching for it.
So like you were the only one that was picky with it.
Yes, but everybody else was used to it.
Oh, okay.
My cousins was used to it.
You were new to it, not
Yeah, I'm not used to this. No, what is this? It's bitter. And what is this? So, she introduced me as time went on. She was not going to eat the King syrup or Cairo syrup. So what she does now, my Uncle Ollie comes home from the grocery store one day, I never forget it. And I came over on the weekend. Because she would always say she's going to go shopping whenever I came on the weekend.
Yeah.
And she had made pancakes for the morning. My pancakes was just usually all the squares, nice, pretty cut. She said, I got some syrup for you. I said, you got some syrup for me? And she put on the table the most delicious syrup to me in my whole entire life.
Till this day.
Log Cabin is the most delicious syrup I've ever had still today.
Sounds like pure maple syrup.
It's maple syrup, yes.
But it sounds like straight out of the tree,
Yeah,
like a maple tree.
Yeah, you would think,
because
right?
of the log part.
Yes. So, from there, the K-Roll syrup, King syrup, was totally never on my plate again. They still have it. I mean, you go over today, she got King syrup, K-Roll syrup. They still like it. It's bitter. I mean, it's a weird taste. I can't get with it.
It's not sweet.
So, also, at my Aunt Shirley's house, I'm sure everybody knows about generic food. But here's the difference. My Aunt Shirley always had name brand foods in the house. But the thing about the generic food was we picked it. We went to the store one day and we picked it. Me, Tony, Ollie, we picked this ourselves. My Aunt Shirley said, y'all go out and get some cereal. Any kind of cereal y'all want. Me, Tony, Ollie, walking to the aisle. We got Fruit Loops, real Fruit Loops. We got Kellogg's, you got Frosted Flakes, you got Corn Flakes. You got, what's that rice? Rice Krispies, you got Cocoa Pebbles. All of that's laid out. Get whatever you want to get. During this time, generic brands were white. You knew it was generic because it was just white. It was white with black letters. That's how you knew it was generic.
Oh, they didn't have all like type of pictures on it?
No, it was just white. Like this desk is white with black letters.
So
That's
it looks like prison food.
No,
I feel like anything that has no colors, it gives prison vibes.
It wasn't like because
it don't give that color of that bag of chips. It was just black and white.
It was just white and black.
Yeah, white and black.
And white and black, that was generic food. But to this day, the most delicious cereal, Tony and Ollie can vouch for this, in the world during that time was Fruit Roundups. Fruit Roundups was a generic brand of Fruit Loops, but they were smashing their Fruit Loops. I mean, Fruit Loops, the real Fruit Loops, had nothing on them.
On Roundups.
Tip with a cap of Fruit Roundups.
Comment down below if y'all ever tried Fruit Roundups.
And generic canned food used to come in a big can like this big. It was just brown. It was in, I don't even remember even hear a label.
Dang.
And generic cheese came in the mail from the government. Big block in a brown box with foil over it. And for the life of me, nobody in my family, mom, dad, grandma, aunts, uncles, cousins, could never ever cut a perfect slice of cheese. The cheese, every time I had a grilled cheese sandwich, it always had a ramp. I mean, you could just ride a bike on my block of cheese. Always had a ramp like to it. But the grilled cheese sandwich, even though it was a little thick, was the most delicious grilled cheese sandwich you ever had because that was real cheese. The government block of cheese, bring it back. And last but not least,
before they start lab poisoning stuff,
the best chips I've ever had. During the time I wasn't a baked bean fan, but my mom would make a corned beef sandwich, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, spicy mustard, baked potatoes, and Eagle thin potato chips. Oh my goodness. Eagle thin potato chips. Lay's has nothing on them. Ruffles, Ridges, whoever, Hers, Wise, nobody, Pringles,
hot
had
fries.
nothing. Hot
Cheetos.
Nothing. That wasn't, we didn't even have hot Cheetos then.
Oh.
Eagle thin chips. Eagle thins. Coming back. Last but not least, my father. He feels as though he's the reason why I don't like eggs. I keep telling him that's not true.
He's the reason you don't like eggs, or you're the reason he don't like eggs?
He's under the impression I don't like eggs because of him.
Okay.
I keep telling him I don't like eggs because eggs smell like farts.
No.
Anything that stinks.
It could be generic. I can see that.
Anything that stinks, I can't eat. Nevertheless.
So he don't eat eggs either?
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely passed down. You grew up seeing your dad not buy eggs or eat eggs.
No, my dad eats eggs.
I just asked you if he don't eat eggs.
I said yes.
Oh.
My whole family, everybody in the family eats eggs. I don't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everybody eats chitlins. I don't.
So he don't like eating fart.
So, one day, my dad's home from work. I'm home. And I'm hungry. My dad is asleep. I go wake my dad up. First time my dad's like, whatever. I keep messing with him. Dad, I'm hungry. Now my dad knows that once again, like my answer, you know I do not like salmon and grits. You know I don't like K-Roll King, whatever. My dad knows I don't like eggs.
Yeah.
So I guess my dad was mad. Because he wakes up, makes eggs.
Scrambled them joints.
I can't remember the bacon or sausage and hash browns. Sits me down. Here's a plate of eggs and whatever else. I see the eggs. All of that. The bacon, sausage, and everything else, never touched it. So now my dad, he's mad.
The whole plate's threw off, he said.
Yeah, so my dad's mad.
Thrown off.
My dad's mad.
Then, yeah, he made you all that food you're not going to eat.
My dad does not let me up from the table.
Sheesh.
Now I asked my dad.
You know, like
I said, how long was I sitting there? He said, I don't know, son, but you fell asleep with your head in the plate.
Oh,
So my head, what was that?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I see what that was.
Oh,
So,
excuse me.
Yeah,
See, you talked about eggs, fart.
Yeah.
I kind of just
moving along. So I said to my dad says, I said, how long was I here at the table? He said, I don't know. You fell asleep with your head in the plate.
Dang.
I said, okay, so let's just say it's noontime. Where's my mom at? Letting me sit at the table all this time, my head in the plate. My dad said she was at work. So he meant to tell me, my dad let me sit at the table for almost 8 hours because my mom came home from work.
Yeah, you definitely didn't have school.
And I was up when my mom came home from work. I guess she saw me sitting there and said, what the hell is going on? And now I'm up from the table.
You said that a whole day of school.
That means you let me sit there a whole day.
A whole day. Yeah, that's a whole day.
Because you was off. Meg, you had to make the breakfast.
Yeah.
I didn't eat, you knew I wasn't going to eat the eggs. And to show me a lesson, I sat there all day.
Dang.
In today's time, they'll call CPS. They would have called CPS and my dad back then. What? The cruelty.
For what? For what?
The cruelty. They would have been considered cruelty. It didn't bother me.
For making you sit there and eat that food?
I never ate the food.
But making you sit there.
Making me sit there to show me a lesson.
That's why you should have got CPS calling your dad.
I wouldn't have. I said.
No, I'm saying that's why CPS should have been calling your dad.
No. I never said CPS should be calling my dad. I said in today's time, right now's time.
CPS would have been called? Nah.
And
Parents are making their kids do that till this day.
And right
I know
now.
for a fact.
And right now.
Kim did that to my nephew.
I tell you what. If a kid goes to school and tells this teacher he or she is sitting at the goddamn table all day
until he or she finish her food,
they want to call CPS.
Nah. They're going to be like, yeah, you need your vitamins. You better be eating those greens.
Now,
you need your protein.
My dad's point was, ain't no food to be wasted.
Yeah.
Now, you put me out my sleep. But to my dad, you knew I didn't like green eggs and ham.
Therefore, he shouldn't have cooked this.
Therefore, you should have a bowl of cereal in front of me.
He knew it was going to be wasted.
But he ate his plate.
And he should
That's
have
the
ate
cold
yours,
part.
too.
I asked him, I said, why didn't eat mine? I said, why didn't eat mine? That was yours. You knew I wasn't eating it.
Yeah, he could have picked you a bowl of cereal.
But, tip of the cap to my dad.
Nate doesn't like no white condiments, no white sauces.
No white sauces.
Eggs. What else?
No eggs, no chitlins.
He never liked Alfredo.
No, it's white. No.
Mayo.
No.
He eats rice.
It's not a sauce.
Eggs isn't either. I was just naming
Eggs
stuff.
stink.
I was naming stuff that's white off the top of my head. I couldn't
white
think of
things.
anything else that was
Not
white.
the sauce. No white sauce.
Ranch.
No. It's white sauce.
You missing out on ranch,
I'm
man.
not. Italian dressing. Clear.
Oh, there goes my ride. You about to end the show?
In about 3 minutes, as we move down to the last topic, Agility Robotics.
Ooh.
To open the first factory to mass produce humanoid robots. The facility is located in Oregon. They plan on producing 10,000 robots a year. Now, what are these robots going to be doing that you need to produce 10,000 a year? That's the question I want to know. What are we giving an iRobot? I mean, 10,000 robots, what are they going to be? New police officers? Are they going to be soldiers in the army? I mean, are they going to take over jobs? What is the purpose of this? Why do we need 10,000 robots a year to do what? They're going to come clean the house? They're going to watch the kids?
It's AI?
It's 10,000.
Artificial intelligence? Is that what it is? Because if it is, they're going to kill us in our sleep.
Well, I hope they don't, but you missed what I had said.
Yeah, what did you say?
I said they plan on making 10,000 robots a year.
But for what, though?
That's what I said. Why?
And it's artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, that's why they're building it so they can kill us in our sleep.
So a human is building a robot to kill us?
Yeah. I mean, their intention is not to kill us. They're probably building it, like you said, to cook our food or be in the grocery store or something like that.
Those are jobs people won't have.
Yeah, artificial intelligence, though. I feel like I watched, I don't know what the name of the movie, but it's on Tubi. And I just watched it. And that...
Was Will Smith in it?
Huh? Was Will Smith in it? No, Idris Elba was. Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
He was in it. And basically, they built a big old robot. And the robot, I mean, they dropped it in an area where they thought nobody was at, but there was actual people there, a whole little town or whatever. And the robot started, advancing in its, programming. Yeah, it started advancing in its programming. And then it, disconnected from the people that was controlling them and started controlling itself, being a mind of its own. Yeah. And then it was it wasn't killing people, but it was trying to find more ways to evolve. Yeah. And then the last little part, he ended up blowing himself up because he realized he didn't have what humans have, which is love and feelings and emotions or nothing like that. So, but yeah, he was definitely trying to figure out how to be human.
Well, I'm gonna do a little more research and figure out what they need 10,000 robots a year for.
No, you said 10.
I said 10,000.
No.
10,000 robots.
10,000? Okay, I thought you said 10.
10,000.
When you said 10, I was picturing those big old robots that I was just picturing in my head. But when you say 10,000?
10,000. You can find an article in the USA Today.
They already have 10,000 robots.
They plan on being on 10,000 robots every year.
Oh. What they do though?
So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Birds are flying robots.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but it seems like Big E.
You gonna ask them why?
I'm gonna do a little research and see what I can fit and see what comes up. The article's is in USA Today. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do a little more research and see what I can figure out. Maybe by the next show, I have some more insight on what they plan on doing. It seems like Big E has somewhere to go, and she is in the throwback jumper for today. It looks nice.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl. Yeah, period. Big E.
Big E.
Big E.
Anything else?
I want y'all to comment y'all favorite breakfast down below. What y'all like to eat in the morning. What time y'all get up. And I want y'all to say what's up to us in the comments. Tell us how y'all day going. How y'all liking the podcast so far. How y'all liking Mr. Nate, Boss Inc., the motherfucking host with the most. And peace, love, and abundance unto you all. My name is Big E, and yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well. Boss Inc. Yo, why? Because it's your show. I am Nathaniel, the host with the motherfucking most.
Yeah. Peace. We out.